Hey y'all, how are you? Welcome to the show. How's it going? Good evenings and greetings. Good evenings and greetings. For those who are new here, please like the video. Please like, share, and subscribe, please. I need to get me a new laptop charger because this is a situation. Let me just say my hellos to everybody in the chat. Let me get myself set up so I can see who's on. If you haven't liked this video, please do so. What are we doing? Hi, Ash to the B. Hello, Afropunk. How are you? Love wisdom. So, for those who are new here, my name is Eddie Adheem. I usually do red pill content for women. I I stumbled into the divestment community, I guess. I also, wow, there's a lot of things I do talk about. So, but what I want to talk about today, right, is this naughty title that I have, which is called "Why Do Black Women Do Better with White Men?" So I did some research and I realized that it's proof. It's proof. It's statistically proven that that black women do better with white men when it comes down to marriage statistics, and that means that black women do better than white women with white men, than black men with white women. And I just kind of wanted to share a video because a lot of the times there are so many people who are trying to scare black women from dating white men. And when I say white men, y'all know I mean like any other group, non-black. But that title wouldn't have been as catchy. So I had to put the white man in there. But it's true though. So I kind of wanted to have a discussion. I wanted to review a video with y'all so that we can kind of like talk about this and figure out what's the real scoop and what's the real tea on this situation, on why do black women do better with white men. Hello, Cam. How are you? It is a very naughty title. So yeah, let's get into this video that I reviewed. Not this video that I want to review with y'all, but I also want to know, like, how do y'all feel about that? Why do y'all feel that white black women do better financially and marriage wise with white men? Let me play this video. Hello. Look at that. All right, good. Yeah, I feel like I'm getting old. Did I forget how to use StreamYard? Okay, there we go. So let's play this video. People has been making money in the divestment space on my stock picks. I'm so proud of y'all. Good job.
All right, so I figure I'm on a roll.
And I kind of wanted to, like, I mean, I reviewed the statistics, and he's like, right, he's on the ball. I mean, but like, we need to. What is it that white men? What is the power that white men have and black women have together that they are like so dominant when it comes down to everything when they're together? And if that's the case, why are people trying to scare other people from? Why are people trying to scare black women from dating white men?
I take a bunch of videos when I have a thought, and then I don't even post them. I forget I did them. I never watch any of these videos again. I I kind of self-identify as somebody who's not meant to follow the status quo. I feel like I'm meant to challenge everything in the world, to question everything, to make people uncomfortable by challenging the conventional wisdom or line of thinking and so on. So anyway, here goes this video. Because when I get in like this kind of mood, I guess fuck it, I'll make a couple. So why I prefer dating black girls over white girls and just interracial dating in general. That's kind of funny. Who the fuck, what white dude?
And I want to be honest, I really feel that a lot of people who are, I really think that white men, y'all gonna kill me that I'm saying this. I really think that white men are starting to realize that black women have I think white men are very strategic, right? And I feel like they're starting to realize that, you know, being with white women is not like, for a lot of them, is just not the right move. I can go really deep into this, but I don't know how deep I want to get, because y'all know I just be getting so deep into, I can do it. I can talk about it spiritually. I can talk about the ancestral trauma that may connect. Oh, yeah. Do y'all hear me? The ancestral trauma that may connect white men with black women. I don't know if we want to go that deep, though. I don't know if we want to go that deep. Because we got to talk about these things, and I really think that. Let me let this play. I just want to let you know. I said the ancestral traumas that may connect white men better with black women. I hope y'all heard me, but let me let it play.
Makes a video on why he prefers black girls and doesn't make it like really weird, right? Which I'm very well may do. But I think at the end of the day, the biggest reason is white girls are just always fucking victims. And I don't even mean to use superlatives there, because there's definitely exceptions, but I tend to state the rule. I think if something's the rule and it applies 75% of the time, I'm comfortable using it. So and you don't ever know. It's like you meet a white girl and you're dating or you're interested in her, and you just don't see that shit for like 3 months, 2 months, and all of a sudden, like, there's this victim mode. And I just can't handle the stories. I can't handle hearing about the abusive ex for the millionth time. And
I can also talk about, I mean, you know, it's so funny the way I want y'all to, are y'all with me? Are y'all with me? What he's subscribing to, right? I want y'all to listen before y'all kill me. Don't hurt me now. The way he subscribed, or he described that white women, or how white women are. Did he not? Did he not? Did it not sound like he was describing a black man? Oh. Don't, hold on, wait. Don't kill me now. Didn't it sound like he was describing a black man when he was describing that white woman? Oh, hold on now. Just wait. Just wait. Let me rewind that. I just wanna.
And it applies 75% of is white girls are just always fucking victims. And I don't even mean to use superlatives there, because there's definitely exceptions, but I tend to state the rule. I think if something's the rule and it applies 75% of the time, I'm comfortable using it. So and you don't ever know. It's like you meet a white girl and you're dating or you're interested in her, and you just don't see that shit for like 3 months, 2 months, and all of a sudden, like, there's this victim mode. And I just can't handle the stories. I can't handle hearing about the abusive ex for the millionth time. I mean, just
Doesn't that sound like that black men always got an ex that messed them up? I'm telling you, when I tell you that that ancestral trauma is real, and that's the reason why black men and white women, when they get together, it's almost magical. For those of y'all who were on, who remembers when I did that Clubhouse? And that white woman was speaking, and she was speaking like a siren, and how those black men like just like submitted to you. Who was there on that live? I mean, on that Clubhouse, when I had that white woman up there and she was speaking to the black men and how they were like, it was like she was singing to them. Who remember that? Yes, Jessica, she was speaking into their souls. Listen, I'm telling you, when I tell you there is something there, and it has more to do with that bond that they have. Child, I mean, if we really read them books like we were supposed to be reading them books, what really happened during slavery, not what we were taught in school, a lot of the shit that's happening today would make sense. So when you question, when you question, if we was reading those real books, black women wouldn't be questioning why black men date out expedited at an expedited rate when it comes down to white women.
what a fucking therapy. Like, good lord, everybody's been through shit in life. Like, all of us. Nobody. I think Hemingway once said the world breaks everybody. So that's like the number one thing. They're all just victims. Like in everything they do, that their life would be so much better if it weren't for this and if it weren't for that.
Sound like a black man, white supremacy, that's all they talk about. White supremacy, white supremacy, white supremacy. Always blaming it. Always blaming the white man.
And they just, it's just a fucking pain in the ass. Like, I've never had to deal with that shit with a black girl. And there's statistics on interracial marriage and divorce. And it's actually kind of interesting because a white man with a black woman has half the divorce rate of a white man with a white woman. And interestingly enough, if you reverse the genders and you put a black man with a white woman, they have twice the divorce rate of a white couple or a black couple. I mean, I think they apply either way.
I hope y'all heard that. I hope y'all heard. Let me tell you something. Let's keep it real here because I'm not finna be playing with y'all today. At the end of the day, the reason why the narrative is switching and more white men are interested in black women is because they realize that of all women, that black women are the prize. And also, if we want to go deeper and talk about that ancestral trauma, it's probably an awakening that, listen, let's do, y'all know what I'm finna say. Y'all know what I'm finna say. What it really is that white men understand what black women can bring to the table once they are happy. He also remembers, y'all gonna think I'm crazy, but I want you to bear with me. He also remembers mentally and spiritually what his ancestors have done to black women, and now it's time to collect. It's time to give back. Do y'all get what I mean? Do y'all get what I mean? Because when we look at that trauma that happened in the past, I mean, there was a trauma that if and I'm telling you, get into them books and do that research, and a lot of things will start making sense. The trauma that black women went through during slavery and the trauma that black men went through in slavery was much different. Black women went through some things back then. And I'm not trying to take away from what black men went through, but if you do your real research, you will realize that black women went through it. So fast forward to 2021, right? There's a reason why white men, when they get into relationships with black women, they treat them, and I mean real relationships. I mean real ties. I don't mean these little like little cute dates and all these other things. And I mean with real white men in general, not these little boys that are out here. Because there's some fucked up ones too. Let's keep it real. But I'm talking about the real ones. I'm not talking about the wiggers. I'm not talking about the ones who are black male identified. I'm talking about the real ones. When black women get into relationships with real ones, there's something there. And I'm telling you, it's because his ancestors know that they fucked up when dealing with black women, and black women's ancestors have come to collect. And putting those two together,
way. So it's interesting that if you just reverse and put a black man with a white woman versus a white man with a black woman, they actually like the divorce statistics. They're 400% more likely to get divorced. And they say that's because, and I'm just putting this shit out there. I'm not making it up. Like you can Google it or
child, I want y'all to y'all. I, mm, 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 mm. Ask your friends who are in interracial relationships with white men, and they can tell you the way white men love up on black women when they are it's almost obsessive. They will conquer, give them the world. Ask your friends, ask them. That the reason why a lot of black women break up with white men because they're not used to being loved that way. It's almost scary. It's almost scary.
Go because I don't support Google. But they say it's because in the white culture, white men are the stronger of the two genders, and in the black culture, the black women are the stronger of the two genders. And so when you get them together, they're just more likely to succeed. They probably overcome more to be together if they're in an area where there's issues with interracial dating. So, all right, that's reason number one, and I find that accurate.
And white men know. White men know. You know who don't know? Who don't know what's going on is black women. They don't know. And it get me mad when y'all will sit up there and deal with a Tyrone. When there's other groups that let me tell you something, the way a white man will uplift you up. And I'm not saying all of them. You gotta vet everybody.
That statistic makes sense to me. It just seems like there's just less shit to deal with when you're dating a black girl. Self-conscious shit. Lord. I mean, a black girl could have issues, self-esteem issues, issues with her weight, body, whatever, but she's not trying to cover everything up. She's not hiding everything where she changes. She's not telling you not to look at her butt. It's just, even if she has an issue, she'll still like stick her ass out at you, or she'll still like walk around naked in front of you. And not that all white girls, this applies to all white girls, but I've just found in general, white girls are always trying to cover something up, or their self-esteem is just beat. And I don't know what it's from, but they don't want you to look at something. They're worried about something. And it's just fucking annoying. Like, we all got shit.
Don't it's so weird. Isn't it so weird that when it's very strange to me that every time a white man describes a white woman, it sounds like a black woman describing a black man. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Why is that? I'm telling you, there's something spiritual about this. If you ladies, if you do your research, and you don't even need to, because you know what's going on. I don't know why we playing these games. You know what's going on. We just don't like to. We don't like to talk. We don't like to talk about it. Sorry, y'all. Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me? Y'all don't gotta research it because y'all know it's true. Y'all know it's true. Y'all know the truth. What you gotta research that for? I mean, y'all was there when I had that. Y'all was there when I had that clubhouse stream, and when that white woman spoke, even the most pro-black man submitted to her. Why is that? Please tell me. Why is that? I'm sorry, guys. I'm so hungry. The way she said, I don't know what she said. She said Jamal, and I'm not even kidding. His name was Jamal. She says, Jamal, do you think that the reason why you feel better with a white woman is because we understand you better and that we love you more? And the way they submitted in that room, I wish that was recorded. I wish that was recorded. That was the most funniest thing ever. I'm not even kidding. His name was Jamal. Like, I'm not kidding. His name was Jamal. Like, I'm not even like the ladies in the room will tell you his name was Jamal. I'm not even trying to be like crazy, but there was a whole bunch of, and the room was called I don't know, I was trolling. I was basically saying um black men should date white women. And of course all the white women came in. And it's fine, but listen, I'm pro interracial relationship. Whoever you're dating, that's none of my business, and that comes with black men too. So if a black man want to date a white woman, boom, go ahead. And I wish more black people would just allow black people to just do whatever they want. So y'all stop forcing these young black boys to be stuck with black women when they really don't want to be with black women. They want to be with white women. So y'all to leave these little boys alone. When they tell you they like when they tell you they like white girls, allow them to do so. Because if not, he's going to be stuck with a black woman in a relationship that he does not want to be in and make it a living hell. But yeah, they all submitted to her in that room. But let me finish playing this video and I'm gonna open it up. And if y'all don't believe that's magical, those are the Disney stories that Disney needs to create. Those are the magical stories that they need to create. And there's a reason why. There's a reason why it's ultra promotion. It's being ultra that all you see in interracial relationships right now is black women with white men. There's a reason why. It's programming because they people are starting to realize that who the real queen supreme is. But we can go deeper into that.
Shit, I got fucked up teeth. I got a receding hairline. I'm scrawny. Like, I got plenty of fucking issues, but having a shitty confidence on top of the issues definitely doesn't help. Like, crappy confidence is the least attractive thing. So I think definitely another component is just confidence. There's other issues that come into play that maybe are related to upbringing, just personal preference, things like that. But I think those are the absolute two biggest reasons. Now, I was married to a white woman. I have dated a good number of white women and a good number of black women. Pretty much statistically,
Why are they out? Why is Google out here deleting comments? What comments are they deleting? What is this?
like right at what the population statistics are for me and dating and race. I don't choose somebody based on race. It's kind of one of those things that I see it as a plus if a girl's black, and I've definitely noticed some issues along the way that I've mentioned. But yeah, fuck. I don't know. Have I exhausted this? Is there anything I'm missing? I don't think there's anything. I think that's it, because everything else is like really just preference, and I don't think that I don't think there's any point in introducing a bunch of biases. So it's just preference shit. So as always, feel free to dislike my shit because you're probably a white girl and this maybe hit home and you gotta dislike it. Feel free to unsubscribe. Feel free to troll the comments or whatever the fuck you do.
Oh,
Whatever
he's
you want to
doing
do,
work.
because I
Let's see
just
what
don't give
this
a shit.
is.
All right. So
I'm a little.
this is for sure not going to be a lighthearted video. This is
I really think that he knows the real deal. I think he knows the real deal about what's going on and how it's more strategic for white men to date black women. And it's no shade against white women. I love y'all. But I think he knows what's the real deal and what's really going on. Because we can go deeper.
definitely going to be a heavier and more emotional video. And there's a reason for that. I mean, I make two kinds of videos. I think I'm realizing one's where I just sort of have a rant that I just have to get off my chest. And then I have those that I think about for a day or two, or I process a little bit more thoroughly. And I don't necessarily think about what I'm going to say in advance, but I'm sharing more of a processed thought. And I made this video, actually a rant version of this yesterday. And I realized that I dropped more F-bombs in it than I did talk about anything particularly productive. So I'm redoing it. And basically, I want to talk about gaslighting and the way that people are doing it and the terminology people are using. Because if you wanna be weak-minded and a weak mind to issue, and I feel like this is just such a disrespectful.
Also, when black women have kids with white men, their kids are usually more successful too, career wise, and a whole bunch of other things. But I don't want to defend it. I don't want to offend anybody on here because y'all know I be getting in trouble with these things that I be saying. But if you know, do that research. For those women who are scared about carrying on the black what is it called? The black what is it called? The black what is it called? The black carry on the lineage of the black community. I also want to know who told black women it was their responsibility to carry on this black Wakanda gene. Who told y'all that? Who told y'all that? Did y'all go to school for that or something? Who told you it was your responsibility to carry the Black American Wakanda dream? Who was that? Who told you that? I want to know who the hell told y'all that you were supposed to be carrying some Wakanda gene that's not real. And I want to know if they told you, why they didn't tell the men that. I already warned y'all. I told y'all. I said winter is here, right? Winter is here. Men chose their side. They chose not. Do y'all know that black men are pushing what is it called? Polygamous relationships or polyamorous relationships, just because they have realized that black women are not going anywhere because they're so loyal. So instead of marrying you, they've decided to come up with a strategy. And this is real. That's why I told y'all keep dating Jamals. Y'all gonna be didn't I tell y'all last year that this was gonna happen? I'm sorry to say this. I told y'all last year that men were going to start to do this because there were more women than men. And I told y'all that they were going to push this polyamorous agenda. And people said I was crazy. But here you have the most dustiest man with no job. And listen, I told y'all ladies, if he want to be in a polyamorous relationship, it's 10 million per wife. 10 million per wife. But let's get back into that. Even the most dustiest Jerome is out here on Clubhouse and all these social medias talking about how no, and also it's women pushing the agenda too. They trying to tell me that, oh, I had a woman gave me a whole full-on speech to try to tell me that back in Africa we were never polyamorous, or we were never monogamous. So we should get back into our traditions. Back in Africa, we had resources, honey. In America, we don't. So you don't get to push no polyamorous agenda on me. And that could be, listen, that's for some people. That's for some people. That ain't for me. So if y'all want to be in a polyamor, gammy, or whatever that is called, I just hope that y'all man have the money to fund it, because a lot of these Negroes don't. Majority of them don't. So I don't want to hear that. But I told you this agenda was going to happen, right? So instead of marrying you and like doing better for you, they've decided to just say, fuck it. I know black women ain't going nowhere, so let me just have five of y'all at the same time. And let's be honest, yeah, a lot of y'all been in polyamorous relationships. Y'all just don't call it that. Y'all been in polyamory, Grammy, whatever you call those relationships. Y'all been in with them men forever. It's called when he cheated on you and you stayed. You thought he stopped cheating. That's where it all started at. And black men are the only men that I hear talking about polyamory. Oh, polygamy. Whatever it's called. I can't even pronounce it because that ain't in my vocabulary unless you got 10 million per person. And when I say 10 million per person, I mean that you have to pay me $10 million per person. And then you still got to pay my bills.
Thing, like, we have comments calling women that are interested in interracial dating bedwenches and ghetto gaggers, and I mean, all kinds of horrible things. Saying it's a fetish. You know, if you're a black woman and you want to, it's interesting because as a white male, there's a lot of comments about it's a fetish for me to like a black female, but you know, you have to understand it's mutual. And so why isn't, you know, it's not like everybody that comments, it's not like they're saying all your subscribers have a fetish.
It's not a fetish, it's magic. It's so weird. Y'all believe in magic when it comes down to those little stories that y'all used to watch as little boys and girls with Little Mermaid and all that other stuff. Yeah, this is the real magic that they should have told y'all about. And it's so weird because you never hear a white man calling up. I really want to go back in time because I'm really starting to question history. Because am I the only one who I mean, they say the word bedwench, right? But they said that was perpetuated by a white man, right? A white man. I've never heard a white man use the word bedwench. I've heard plenty of black men hear it. Like, am I the only one who's questioning this? I hate to do this. Don't be mad at me, y'all. Don't be mad at me. But am I the only one that is questioning history? I'm questioning. I'm questioning history.
All these black women have a white fetish. It's like it's all really meant to make you question your sanity. It's really it's very, very lazy thinking from people that are insecure, from people that have some sort of triggers or issues that they haven't processed. And the reason I want to bring this up is let's think about what's being said here. Because we have some real life examples of horrific conditions for women where women have had to make horrible choices. And slavery undeniably was one of them. I mean, we had 15 slave states and we had, you know, there was 300 plus thousand slave owners.
You know, history is not adding up. I'm telling you, if 1 + 1 was 2, history is not the answer. We gotta go back. We gotta go back because it's the lies for me. It's the lies for me. And when it comes down to the word fetishize, there's nothing. Listen, is it fetish? First of all, one. Should I say it? Should I say it? A lot of people take love differently. Well, when it comes down to the black community, when it comes down to love from others, since they're not used to being loved the right way, they think it's a fetish, people being fetishized. Just because Michael doesn't pound you upside your head and slap your ass and pull your hair, and he wants to, make you feel good and massage your feet, that doesn't mean he fetishizes you, babes. That just means that he loves you. Right? That just means that he loves you. That's not a fetishize, girl. Let's start paying attention because first of all, it's only black men that are saying it's a fetish. Why the fuck we still listening to what black men say? Please. It's only if they come up, well, he's fetishizing you, right? Why are we still listening to anything these men gotta say? I'm telling you, when I be on Clubhouse on these other apps and I entertain them, I do it as a joke. I don't take shit they say serious at all. They can't tell me not a damn thing. But they would know what fetishizing is, though, right? Because that's the reason why those marriages don't last between black men and white women is because that was a fetish. That woman was only interested in you for a second. That's why it don't last. That's why white women and black men are together, they are 400% more likely to get divorced. That's a fetish. So if Jerome would have known what a fetish means, he wouldn't have gotten into those relationships with those white women who do fetishize them. So they don't know what fetishize means. They don't know what fetishizing means. Let me play this video.
And bad things happen. Awful things happen. And, you know, these women had to make horrible choices. And, you know, it's not the first time in world history that this has happened. Things like this are still going on. This happened in Germany in World War II. And probably some of the worst, most horrific stuff that we can think about. We had Jewish women I mean, first off, there were camps.
I also got to say this too, and I'm going to open up the lines for us to have a conversation. But I also want to say this too. The next time you see an interracial relationship with the white woman and a black man, I want you to look at that black man, right? Oh, y'all ready for this? I want you to look at that black man and then go look at a clip of a slave. Am I going to do this? Y'all going to kill me or no? Are we ready? I want you to look at that. I want the next time you look at a couple with a white woman and a black man, I want you to look the way he's built. I want you to look at his face, look at his beard. And then I want you to look at those movies that they used to show you back in the day about slavery. And I want you to compare and tell me those white women don't have a type. Please tell me. Look, I'm telling you, next time you see them walking down, and ladies, when y'all see them men walking down because they feel, you know, black women hate them when they go back, I would congratulate them. I would go ahead, sister, you got you a good ass man. Go ahead. Give them a little cute smile. But I want you to look next time you see them together. Next time you see them together, look at the type of man, look at the way he's built, look at his beard, look at all of that. And look at the movies that they used to show you when we were little kids back in high school about slavery, and tell me white women don't have a type. When I tell you it's magical, that connection, the way what they have together, it's magical.
There were camps that were just for women. They were just female camps. Auschwitz II is one that would be really popular and people would understand and know about. There was a big one, I think, in the early 40s that the Soviet Union sort of liberated, and then most of them were brought to Auschwitz II. But we're not talking about 200 years ago. We're talking about people who could still be alive today that were victimized like this. We're talking about people who could be telling their grandchildren about this. So we're talking 75 years ago. And these...
Why is it stay on code? We got 202 people watching on here, but only 112 people like this video. Let's get the likes up. Let me do a like break, and then we can go back into the conversation, because y'all not finna play me. Like this video. Did we like the video or no? I don't know what that was. Why we only got 139 likes? We don't play that. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Let me go on the intermission again. Hold on, like this video. Stop playing. Tell me why I was dancing. Why was I sitting up in here dancing to the little beat that they had on? The little beat that they had on. That was so funny. Listen, 157 likes. I'm proud of y'all. 830 subscribers. I'm proud of y'all. Like this video. That was a little catchy beat. They need to make more of those. So let's get back into this video. Let's hear what this man got to say. Let's hear what Dwight got to say.
Women, if they were pregnant and they were brought in, they would force them to have abortions. They would kill the child that this woman did. German society, well, I have German ancestry. Like, if a Jewish woman and I were dating and he started making up slurs for her, started calling her a swastika gagger, or, you know, I mean, could you imagine that? But here we have, in my comments section, we have people that are seeking love. We're talking about relationships. We're talking about loving each other and supporting each other and sharing life together and creating life together.
Did he lie, though? Did he lie? He's saying the same thing that I said earlier. That's why I said I don't believe that history that's being put out, because I do not see other groups of people who went through similar experiences that we did treat their woman the same way that Black men treat their women when they date outside their race. I don't see it. I don't see the Jewish community doing that. I don't see who else. I don't see the Asian community. I don't see the Irish community calling their girls or their women when they date out all these types of names. It's only Black men. It's only Black men. It's a pathology. I'm glad you said it. It is a pathology. There's something going on there. I'm telling you, get into them books, and I think I'm gonna create a Patreon where we're gonna talk about the real history and what really happened back in the day, because we've been lied to. We've been lied to. And it's so funny because my mom and my aunts used to always tell me these stories about what was going on, what was happening, and what was really going on during slavery. And I used to think, I used to be minding my business. I don't know. I was king of minding my business when I was younger. But I watched and I listened. And a lot of the history, like, a lot of the things that we learn it's not real. Like, they telling you that it was the white man and white supremacists that like kept you down. Child, we gotta learn that. I'm gonna start doing what you call it, a Patreon, so to talk about the real history and the real documents and the real scrolls from back in the day. And let's talk about what really happened, because before we go forward, we have to go back. And I don't mean back into white supremacy, slavery times. I mean the real back. Let's go back to Africa and compare the same things, because there is a reason. I'm going to say this. There's a reason why, right? Do y'all really want to hear this or no? Do y'all really want to hear this? There's a reason why a Black woman in America has the same story when it comes down to her men as a woman in Africa, woman in the UK, a black woman in the Caribbean, a Latin black woman. Why is it that those all of those black women have similar stories? Why is that? Why is that? There's something that they didn't tell us. There's something that they lied to us about. There it's and y'all been in my rooms. Y'all been in my clubhouse rooms. There's a reason why UK women, women from Africa, women in Brazil who look like there's a reason why they all have similar stories when it comes down to black men. There's something in the water. Why is it that those women all have similar stories if the white man is the one who indoctrinated and those black men's minds to do so? Why is it that black women in Africa, some black women who have never seen a white man in their life, have the same stories about black men that American women do? Why is that? It ain't sitting right in my spirit. But like this video.
And we have men that are doing the same thing. They're disrespecting their ancestors. They're disrespecting these women that had these horrible sex crimes committed against them, and they're calling these women now ghetto gaggers and saying that nobody's gonna like them unless it's a fetish. Why would you put that in somebody's head? If somebody
Yes, Jamal. Why would you put that in somebody's head, Jamal? Jamal, why would you say that? Jamal, why are you not able to tell that you're a fetish, but you can tell everybody else they're a fetish? I'm confused.
are already struggling with the idea of interracial dating because of whatever reason. They don't think they'll be liked. They're worried about this. They're worried about judgment. They're worried about family. And then you say, what? No white man's gonna like you unless it's a fetish. Why would you? Why would you? What do you get out of it? What do you get out of saying that? What do you get out of minimizing?
There's a reason why. You know what's weird? You know what's weird? I'm gonna say it because y'all playing games with me. Y'all out here playing these games, but let me just say this. You know, when I talk to a lot of black women about why they don't date outside their race, they say that only a black man can understand. A black man can only understand what I'm going through. But it's so weird because I've been doing some research and it's just like, does he really? Because like black women have been screaming for years about their problems and Jamal hasn't changed it. But this this white man is able to, figure it out within a few minutes. So if black men understand what you're going through and your pain, right? Why didn't he change anything? Why didn't he do better? What's going on here? Why are we lying? But this white man is able to know it. What's it's not adding up. Girls, I'm telling ladies, open up them options before it's too late. Get you a Brad, get you a Michael, get you a listen, y'all know Latin men are not my thing. I'm not into Latin men, but they real traditional. Who else? What else? Get you a Chan, get you a Zing, get them all, but it's too late. Get them all.
The horrible acts that were committed against women. What do you get out of calling women now a ghetto gagger or a bedwench? Because it's very, very common. I have 30, 40, 50 comments where that's going on. And this isn't just men, it's women as well. There's there's very, very, very weak-minded women attempting to prey on people's fears and trying to gaslight them, and they're making videos, extremely lazy videos. These aren't new thoughts. They're just parroting something to create and instill fear and gaslight people, to say, oh, look, this person, you're just a fetish to this person, or this person, just why. I guess I just don't understand why reduce another human that's looking for a loving relationship. Why, because of their partner selection, why would you choose to reduce them to something asexual? B, if you have such an opposition to that partner selection based on ancestry, then why would you disrespect on such an enormous level your own ancestors?
Interesting. Why is he able to get it? I'm confused. Why is he able to get it? This is so strange to me. Why is he able to get it? Why is Dwight able to get it? He only dated probably about 2 black women and he's able to get it. But some black men have been dating black women all their lives and still can't get it. Why is that? If he understands you more, if he understands your blackness more than a black man, I mean, than a white man, then why is he not able to get it? If y'all supposed to be connected throughout black being black, why is it that this white man is able to get it but a black man is not?
And these women that were raped and that were probably these women that were slaves, they were captured, they were brought to America, they didn't get to have loving relationships, they didn't get to have rewarding dynamics with their children, they were raped, they were probably, in all honesty, thrown away by like trash by some men. And yet you are going to these women that have given you life, that have literally, they're your ancestors, you're going to start saying things like bedwench and ghetto gagger. And I mean, could you really actually fathom if Jewish men said things like that to Jewish women? I mean, it's really unbelievable. And the fact that the women are willing to do it too. I mean, what is scaring you all so much? Why are you so afraid of a black woman and a white man having open dialogue and communicating with each other and loving each other and sharing emotions and feelings and experiences and life and creating a life together and having a partnership? Is this that threatening to you? Explain why. It just explain. We have the comments right down here. You're making videos, but you're not explaining anything. You're telling everybody, you're creating the narrative. You're telling people.
I have a question for y'all. When's the last time a black man did a video on telling black men to stop disrespecting black women? When's the last time that happened? When is the last time that happened? I want to know. When is the last time a black man made a video to stop disrespecting a black woman? This is just weird. Mm. Elaine says Taz the Goat. Taz the Goat is the same person that calls black women bitches for disagreeing with him. Malcolm X. I mean, black man questions Malcolm X's black. Malcolm X. Black men question Malcolm X's blackness all the time. Sugar May doesn't count. Sugar May doesn't tell black men to stop Stop disrespecting Black women. I mean, oh, Chanel Wine said Eddie. That's true. I do. I do. I do make videos. The honest truth. Yeah, he does. He does. But he does. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. The honest truth does. But no one, even not me, didn't give like a breakdown like this man did. Like he really broke it down for the cause.
What's happening. You're not explaining anything though. You're just picking something you heard some.
And I'm not Black, guys. They took away my Black card on Clubhouse. I'm Caribbean, so unfortunately, y'all just have a Caribbean man now making videos for y'all.
Somebody else say, like a parrot, and you're just repeating it. And you're doing it for what reason? I noticed one of these women was like a panhandler. She made a video about this to warn everybody, which really means to try to benefit herself. And I pin comments that I think are gonna, I pin comments for the edification of us all. Right? They're down there to see. Sometimes they're positive, sometimes they're
shout outs to whoever shout outs to Tamika. Thank you so much, babes. I appreciate you for the cash app. Love you so much. Hello.
in complete opposition to me. Sometimes they're just funny. But this woman was pinning a comment.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. They said I'm biracial. Technically on Clubhouse, I'm biracial. Yeah, they call me biracial, so that's what it is.
Handling or begging her.
I really spent 3 hours with people telling me that I'm biracial. I really looked up biracial because I almost thought that maybe I missed something.
Her viewers for money. It literally was a link to her PayPal as she spreads this fear and this disdain and this hate, and it's no better than the news stations. It's no better than everybody else that's just trying to create division against us, except you're trying to get in people's heads. You're trying. That's what you're doing your best job of doing. You're trying to spread this message of darkness or hate. And
I'm telling y'all, Black men are the real racists. That's going to be my Clubhouse room tonight. Like, yeah. Y'all think I'm playing. Like, this is the truth. This is the truth. I don't know what be wrong with those people. That's not the first time that I heard that I was biracial, though. So like, as much as I want to laugh about it, I really think that that they be dead serious. Like, I really think that they be that they are dumb as like. I really think that they think that is real. I dropped the link in the chat if anybody wants to come up and speak. Please like this video and please subscribe to my channel because I am back. They try to take me out, but I'm back. But if you want to come up and speak and talk on this topic on why do white men and Black women do better with each other? I'm okay. So I don't know what by their meaning of biracial, but my mom is Trinidadian and my dad is Jamaican. So if that means that I'm biracial, then that means I'm biracial. I don't really know the difference what that means. And they were dead serious when they said you had white parents. It was a low key scary. They sounded jealous. No, dead serious. Like they really think that I'm biracial. Yeah. Jamaica is not a race. Trinidad is not a race. Hi, Kiss by Hypergamy.
Hi, Eddie.
Hello.
Ladies. Hello, ladies.
How are you doing? Isn't it crazy stuff? Like the way I broke down the video?
You know what? You done started something. I was like, preach, Mr. Ed, preach. You said you was gonna bring it, but you didn't tell the whole truth. Okay?
You know, I didn't.
You didn't tell the whole truth. You had me clutching my invisible pearls, my earrings. I mean, I had to take the earrings off. And when a black woman take her earrings off, she mean business. Okay. I said, my wig got snatched and everything. Okay. I mean, whoo! I was like, I don't know what they done said or done to Eddie today. But I mean, woo!
You know, I had to do my research because, you know, it's not adding up, you know, when it comes down to these things that we're being told, and, you know, us being scared of this big bad white man. And when I look at when I look back in history, and I'm doing a lot of research, and I want to put together a real video because we have to talk about this. Like, this is that, like, we've been lied to. We've been lied to.
Yep.
Hi, Mocha Mommy. How are you? I haven't spoken to you in so long.
Hi, Eddie. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Mocha. How are you?
Hi, Kiss Black Hamburger Me. Thank you for all your encouraging comments on my channel. Thank you.
Oh no, it was my pleasure. It was the truth, actually. I mean, it was the truth. My goodness, I was like, I listened to you till I was like nodding off, and then you know how you nod off and you jerk because you think you didn't miss out on something. Oh honey, I said Eddie, y'all be bringing it. I'm serious. I was like, okay.
Oh, the way Mocha Mommy be bringing it, she be bring. Oh,
I said.
And thank you, Adriana, for the Virgo Goddess for the Cash App. Love you so much. But the way Mocha Mommy brings it to the table, see, I'm the sloppy one. You know, I'm gonna give it to you dirty. Mocha Mommy gonna give it to you in a professional way.
But but she don't leave no dirt in the corners. Okay, I said, okay, I can't even form a sentence. Mocha Mommy, when she get done, snap. First off, she start off, and you know how a ride, you get on a roller coaster and it just jolt and takes off and you don't expect it. And you just be like, your wig be just like flying in the air, and and then all of a sudden it just stops really fast. And you be looking around like, what happened? Who am I? Hi, are you in there? Am I here? What's my name? Hi, when was I born? It's like one of those. And then you just sit there and all of a sudden you go, give me some more. It's like one of those. I said, she just snapped on all of it. But you leave going, okay, I needed that. I needed that. It's like it was some insulin. If you were diabetic, you need some insulin. You like, okay, I'm good. I'm good. The girl be breaking it down. I said, yeah.
For y'all who have not subscribed to Mocha Mommy's channel, like I told you before, I'm gonna give it to you raw and just break it down. Mocha Mommy gonna give it to you the cute, sweet, lovely way. Unfortunately, I'm gonna give it to you the biracial way. Because you know
y'all are a nice balance. Seriously, y'all are a nice balance. I have to say.
But listen, I was cracking up with the whole biracial comment. I swear, and Mocha Mommy, you know, I looked it up. I said, let me look up the damn biracial comment and see what the hell biracial is. And then the people in the chat was like, I read it out and they were like, Eddie, did you really think you were biracial? And I said, well, damn, I don't know if I am or not. Because the way they out here bringing that whiteness up, I'm just gonna have to just take the card and just run away with it. Why is YouTube Why is your YouTube recommending me to your channel? Because you're supposed to be watching me, Lord Hokage. That's why.
How about that? That's a simple thing.
Why haven't you subscribed yet? I knew you from back in the day. Okay. Well, yeah. So, how did y'all feel about the topic today? Did I go too deep? Did I do like?
No. You kicked tail. No, you kicked. In fact, you didn't. I didn't expect it. I said, Eddie. I was like, all I could do was put it in caps. I said, preach, Mr. You know what? You threw me off my beauty routine tonight. I was supposed to been done my coffee scrub. But I just said, let me sit down and cross my legs. I'm going to do the crop. I was supposed to wipe my teeth. I said, I'm gonna have to wipe the teeth in a minute and do the coffee scrub in a minute. We're gonna have to go ahead and follow our schedule. You went in. I was like, okay, okay, all right. But let's go back to this. What you biracial, but Cardi B and that Danny Layden and black. What is that? What is that? No, I wait because I didn't put off a beauty routine. I was supposed to been soaking my feet and stuff. I wait. I didn't put that off. I wait. I got time. You see why we messed up, y'all? And another thing, this is kind of off topic. I don't understand how they got a problem with these cute white men, but you got Tory Lace front that's getting all the women, and he come to everybody's kneecap or femur bone at best. And then you have Lil Wayne that look at his dreads. I think he had 3, maybe 2 was decent, and 1 was just shivering. It looked like it. I promise you, it was in cardiac arrest. And here he getting different, and women are actually fighting with Lord. And here it looked like he got tetanus in his. He need a shot. I know that boy's a germ. I know he got COVID 58. I know he got COVID. And then him and 50 pennies on there talking about who they don't want in the black community. Really? When 50 pennies got that strong face. That boy, I'm telling you, he need to lay off. His face just need a keto diet very fast. But then they want to dog us and tell us what they want from us. Really? But okay, I'm back. I had to get that off my chest. I'm back. Now let's go back to them calling you biracial. And I'm serious. But all these folks that want to try to culture, kind of appropriate our culture, and then they want to actually fight again. You got these black women want to fight and say, hey, they are, and yes, they, and then they saying they listening to what's his name, Fat Joe, break down and say that Cardi B is black. Wait a minute, Fat Joe, you need to sit down and get an oxygen check, and you need to read because you ain't black. So how you gonna say somebody black when you ain't? How about that? How about you go somewhere and just put out a hit? Try that. I'm just like, what, really? And then they want to say that you. I can't. You know what? Take the wheel. I'm done. So I'm gonna swipe left and let y'all take over because I'm done. I'm so sick of our kind. I don't know what to do.
Hey, Kiss by Hypergamy.
Okay, I'm back breathing. I'm.
Hi, how are you? I have a question for you. Just a quick question.
Sure.
Do you call and it's a little bit outside. Do you call that other show in that other show?
What other show?
The lady, I think her logo is like purple.
No, I've never heard of her.
Okay.
Purple.
All right. Okay. All right.
So it's another big mouth over there too.
Oh no, because there's a lady. She sounds just like you, and she goes in. I was. Yeah.
Okay, you say that's a show just called Purple.
I forgot her name. I'm gonna look it up.
Okay, I'll just call and listen in. I won't say anything. I'll just call, listen in, mute it, and just so I could just laugh. Whatever is going on, I'll just sit there and just listen and laugh because I need to laugh. But because I'm so Lord.
Can I ask you a question real quick though, Eddie?
Go ahead.
Okay, here's my question. How come? I mean, Kiss by Hypergamy, you might want to throw this in here too.
Okay.
How come us Black women in our 40s who are married or not looking, how come we still pulling them and y'all in y'all 20s and 30s and y'all ain't out there? Like, why is that? Like, I mean, didn't even CK say like some dude was trying to get at her on Clubhouse? Like, so why do y'all need so much more convincing? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I know.
I'm married. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I have my kids with me. Mm-hmm. And I'm getting, so why are you girls in your 20s and 30s not out there, like to the point where Eddie has to make videos to convince you? Like, you know, I mean, y'all sitting on the couch watching Bridgerton, whatever, and there be whole, the whole world is out there. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you guys can answer that for me. I mean,
Oh, we know why. We know why. It's because they think that they got time, but they need to understand that time is a wasting. And the value of a lot of these men are depreciating. So when it comes down to 2000 and wherever you want to wait to get a man, that man is probably not going to be valuable or not going to value you because you're older. And I think a lot of people just think that, like, and I'm not trying to say older women don't get it. I'm just saying that, like, it's usually the women, because women who are taken have a different feminine energy about them, right? They carry because they carry themselves for the man. So, like, I really think that, like, and it's this loyalty. It's this loyalty to the Black community that people have, and like, I don't, Mocha Mommy, I don't know if you have Clubhouse, but if you see, like, sometimes me, I have to pull these women out of that mindset that they are not the gatekeepers of the Black community and that they need to just focus on themselves. Like, I mean, I'm when I speak, I'm just like, Lord Jesus Christ, like, just give a man a chance. And what also is scary to me is when we have these discussions, it's always we're always it's I'm like, oh, they're like, I dated a white man, he was good to me, but um he just didn't connect with me good. I mean, no, he just didn't understand my Blackness. I'm like, what does that mean? And then we have another. Wait, there was one girl on there who was talking. This is what she said to me, and I almost took her off the damn stage because she gonna tell me that she has a white man. She had a white man who put her up in the house, who bought her a car, who loved on her, but she just used him just so that she can get an apartment for her Black man.
Wow.
So I asked her, I said, is he working out? She said, no, he's looking for a job.
What?
And child, I almost deleted the whole app.
that would have made me.
And for
That would
you
make me
to
really
sit
upset.
in the house and you let another, I almost said another, a word, a bad word. You let another man, you let another man taking care of your girl and you laying on top of her, you're having sex, probably unprotected too, and then you're
Child, I
letting
took her off
another man
stage.
take care of her,
I
and you
took
have no
her ass off
shame.
the stage. I said, girl, you got to think before you speak because
God
that
bless
doesn't
her.
sound right. Hi, Ashley. How are you?
Hi, it's my first time on the stream.
Hold on, wait.
Oh.
Ashley, wait, Ashley.
Which one?
Not Ashley with the pit. Not Ashley Brown. Other Ashley. Hi, Ashley. Ashley, you there?
We're talking about Ashley Brown.
No, I'm talking Ashley, you.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah. Hi, I'm doing well.
So how did y'all feel about the stream? Let me know. Hi Nova, hi Diamond Princess, hey Ashley Brown. Ashley Brown, we talk every day.
Yeah, we talk every day.
But
We know.
how did you feel about the stream?
Yeah, I thought it was interesting. Now you're talking about, younger Gen Z Black girls who are just not getting it. I'm in the same age demographic. I'm 20 right now. And I don't know. I think that we're not like really online like that. And so we're not really seeing too much, but it's definitely seeping into the culture. Like, I just had a conversation with some of my girlfriends right now, and at least the brown skin and the dark skin ones, we were sitting down and they're just like, I'm open to Asian, I'm open to mixed race, I'm open to Hispanic, Latino, white, everything. But we're gonna have to, be very careful with the Black ones. So
I don't want you to be sad when you say that because it's the truth. You got to be real careful with what you know because listen, Ashley, you better show them my YouTube videos.
that's what I've been trying to do. I don't think that they've reached there yet, but they're seeing what's going on right now. Like, I go to a private college, really rich kids and everything, and all the Black men, we like, the ratio is in their favor when it comes to Black women who are nice and what does Kevin Samuel say? Fit, feminine, and friendly. we're not ghetto. And they're still going after white people. And the best part is that the head of the BSU, Black Student Union, his girlfriend, blonde hair, blue eyes, skinny, and her name is Tiffany.
Of course.
And I couldn't. I was so done with it. I was like, this is the queen of the Black Student Union. And when we saw it, like, I'm over it.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ashley. I'm sorry.
Again, repeat that again. I think I heard something incorrect. What did you say?
She said, Ashley got me cracking up.
I said that girl with the blonde hair and the blue eyes walking around in BSU, she's the queen of the Black Student Union. The recessive genes and all, she is the queen.
What? Do they vote you? Do they vote for that?
The black men.
Well, y'all saw that thing. I don't know if y'all saw that video of that woman who went to her HBCU. And she was a white woman, and she was like excelling, and I guess like she was like in charge of the, I don't know, because I never went to those colleges. She was in charge of the house and all that other stuff. Like, what do you call that? Like the fraternity. And she was like
a sorority den mother.
Yeah, she was part of and the white men were praising, I mean, the black men were praising her. They were like, oh my God, I can't believe she did it. I'm so proud of her. Like, listen, black women, pay attention. And I'm like, look at this shit right here. Look at this. Look, no, it wasn't Rachel Dolezal. It was a woman who went to a HBCU college. It was a white woman who went to a HBCU college. And she was it wasn't Rachel Dolezal. She just graduated. I forgot. I'm going to find that video. Because, sometimes we just be forgetting about that stuff. And thank you so much, Jaleesa. I appreciate you for the cash out. That was so nice of you. Let me get into that video real quick. Let me find it. Y'all remember that video? It was on World Star and everything.
I remember it.
And she was flaunting her
I think she had like black hair or something. She had dark hair. It was craziness.
Hold on. Let me find that. HBCU. That was the most funny. It's not funny, but at this point, why not laugh? Hold on. I think I found it. Oh, and hold on. So it was black women who like got upset at her for all the attention she was getting, and the black men was just basically saying, "Oh my God, yes, we need to be more diverse." I said, "Child, if y'all don't, ladies, if they want to date a white woman, just let them do it. Please, just allow them to stop being angry with them, and just let it happen. It's magical, okay? Just let it happen."
I agree, but I think my question still is to the women, like, what's stopping you guys? Like, you're hearing this white man greenlight you. You're seeing Eddie give you the evidence. Other women are giving you the game. Like, what's stopping you?
You know what's funny? That's the reason why I came up to actually kind of answer your question, kind of out of the way. So me and my mom were out shopping, right? She went to go off to do something, and I went off to go drive somewhere else real quick. And she told me this guy came up to me. He's like, "Are you seeing anyone?" She's like, "Yeah, I have a boyfriend, but I have a daughter." My mom tried to get me a guy, and he's like, "Oh, how old is she?" "Oh, she's 30. He's like, "Nah. Nah. I was like, wow, they're really out here like that. That's just messed up. Like, I don't know what it is.
They hit on your mom, but when they said that you were 30, they didn't want to mess with you. But how's that make sense?
But they wanted my mom.
Yeah, she's older than you, so that would make it make sense.
Right?
I don't get that.
Maybe
was he your mother's age?
I don't know. I think he was younger than my mom. She be getting some young ones too, so I'm not really surprised because it happens a lot for her.
So your mom looks
So
good.
yeah. Even like the older guy, she's like, how I think she went to go see somebody in another department that she used to work at. And the guy was like, how old are you? And she's like, I'm old, I'm retired. He's like, oh, you look so good. I was like, okay. She told me every story that like something like that happened. And people are like, oh, no way, no way. No way.
So
he probably
what's
liked that
that
older.
for
He
you?
probably liked that older women in that age range. That's probably why he hit on your mother, because he probably don't want to, deal with younger women. Because
Isn't that funny though? That goes against what Kevin Samuels has been saying.
Yeah,
Life goes against what Kevin Samuels has been saying.
Exactly.
But I don't know if you guys saw this one video. Real with Yanni showed this video where when this black woman did, like, she went on 3 dating sites, and she did 3 hair types: straight hair, kinky hair, and what's it? And dreads, and locks. And and what really caught me is that black men question her race, and not only that, talked about her hair. And she said, they said, what race are you? And she said, guess. And they said everything else other than black. I started laughing. I'm like, this is the type of hate these men have. It's just so sad. Like, I have people, question me what race I am. I said, it's obvious that I'm black. Like, why would you even question me?
I'm just right. You're so right.
I was like, you guys don't know what race I am? Like, I am black. Like, no questions, because I understand why they will probably, question me, because, there's different type of black people all over the world. But honey, I was born right here in America, but it's kind of weird why black men.
Okay, so there is a hidden gem out here, right? And I'm gonna just tell you this. So, if for y'all who ever plan on traveling to go to the UK, because like at the end of the day, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really give a damn about Black American men, and I don't care what they think because I'm not interested in them. And it's not because I hate Black men; it's just because I'm more strategic when I date, and I realize that it's easier to pull a good man, in other races. If a Black man comes my way, he was good, I'm taking his ass too. But I realize that it's easier to date other groups. I don't even know why I have to explain myself. But I've realized I've been talking to a lot of UK Black men, and they are legit. Like they are legit. You and Ashley, you were there. Like when I was on Clubhouse, they are so masculine. They stand up for women. They believe in traditional values, and some of them look good as fuck.
Yeah, they do.
Eddie, are you talking about all men in the UK, or are you talking about non-black men?
Oh no, I'm talking about, because I know some people who can't. I know there are some people who can't. They just love Black men. I'm like, okay, that's fine. So at UK Black men are. Oh, Amber says that UK Black men are extremely colorist. Damn.
I heard
they
that
might
too.
be, yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised though. I had a long conversation with one right before this live. We had this long conversation. It was good. Like there was no like, what's up, Mom? Let me get at you. Like this guy was in the upper echelons. He was like working at a firm. Like he knew what was going on. Like he knew like the reset. We had this long, deep conversation, y'all. Like some of them be knowing what's up. They know what's up.
Some of them do. Some of them do. I'm just say that some of them do know. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna speak on the colorism piece, but yeah. But when it comes down to all this other stuff that's going on, like and people being scared to date other groups of men, like that barrier needs to break, because for some people it's gonna be too late. Like I'm going to be honest. Like, if people don't start really opening up their options, somebody going to steal your man.
Shoot, I think I already, failed at that one.
Oh, you already missed the boat, sweetie. You already missed the boat, and I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, the ship has sailed. I failed on that one.
I gave you the game over the summer, and see, people who took my advice got flued out.
So, Diamond Princess, you better stop lacking the game and get up here and stop letting these men walk right past you.
Because you remember I told you that story of that white guy that was hitting on me when I was
No. I gave you the game over the summer about what to do if you move back to the state where your family was from. I told you how to play that game, and everyone who took my advice is winning, and you are not.
No,
I want to get flown out.
How do I do that? I want to get flown out.
Listen, me and Mocha Mommy will do a panel. With me and her, just I'll have a conversation again, where we'll talk publicly on the game, because me and Mocha Mommy together is a deadly weapon. Mocha Mommy, why you don't have StreamYard?
I haven't thought about doing lives yet. I'll get on board. And start to do lives, but yeah, I mean, I guess maybe time, because still with like work and because I'm at work now, in fact. But yeah, I mean, I think it's like, even like in the private Discord, I had one girl message me. She was like, "You know what? You were right." And I said, "Stop telling me I'm right, and just if you do it, you'll see that I'm right."
It's interesting when you hear people say, when you're discussing something with someone, and they'll say, "Well, you're right," and I'll say, "Me being right is not the issue here. Clearly, I'm right because you're coming to me with it. That is not up for discussion." Okay. The thing is, the problem is you're not taking the tools and doing something. Why? Right. I didn't give you the tools for you to run back and say you were right. You know what I'm saying? All your narcissists will want for you to run back and tell them that. When a person gives you these tools, they're not giving you these tools for you to run back to validate them. They're giving you these tools because they want you to win. That is it. That's it. Hands down.
And that's what I actually need help, because I can get them. Like, everyone's in the Discord when we're going in those Clubhouse, like, get the people, like, basically pick your person, and I was able to get one guy, but it's just the execution for me still. It's still not right. And I don't know what it is. I feel off my game.
You mean the shoot
your shot room? Because you're trying. You're trying. Stop trying. You're not trying to audition for a part or for a game show. Just be your natural self.
Right.
Be you. Stop trying. It's not mechanical. Just fall in your femininity. Dress the part. Just be pretty. Mm-hmm. Men love light and feminine and pretty. And just be you. If you try to be something other than yourself, he's going to pick up on it. And even if he was interested before, and he see that you're trying, immediately, it's going to be like oil and water. He's going to immediately be turned off. All of the pretty, all of the dainty, and all of that is because he's going to know that you're trying. You're going to have to be you, because if you come and you can have everything together, and then the minute you guys get together, he sees that you're changing after you get together, it's still going to fall off. It's still not going to work. Even months down the road, it's not going to work. Yeah, because he's going to see that she wasn't authentic all along, and he's going to leave, whether it's day 8 or day 58. He's going to go. So that's what I'm saying. Just be you. Let me tell you something. If you get with a real one, someone that is organic, and he see that you're authentic, baby, honey, I'm telling you, y'all gonna go viral. Okay, I'm telling you, y'all gonna go viral. So just be you. Don't try. That's the thing. Everybody want to play the part so that they can put it on TV. Stop. Just be you. It's okay. You're enough. You're enough. You're the prize. You have. I almost said something. What we were given, what God gave us, baby, is gold. We have the prize. You're already enough. When you were born, you were the winner. Already. So we're good. You're good.
You gotta sit back
good,
and
good.
let them impress you.
Yeah.
You do.
They
like,
want to impress you. Sit back and let them impress you.
you have
Girl,
to
you
be
better
yourself.
subscribe to Mocha Mommy. Have you subscribed to Mocha Mommy?
Yep, I'm gonna subscribe.
Okay,
I
you
watch
better get on
every
the channel.
single video. No lie.
Well, honey, you better hit rewind and start over. And then you hit rewind and start over. Then you hit rewind and you start over. I'm telling you, listen. Girl, listen, you better do what I'm doing. I'm 48. And honey, she done schooled me. Let me tell you, I done pulled out my pad and pencil. I'm sorry, my ink pen, because I don't want nothing to be erased. Girl, I'm telling you.
Hi,
And
Lorraine.
then you get back over to Eddie, because Eddie would be schooling me too.
Eddie.
I'll be screaming and laughing. I'm gonna get put out, but I still be, I still be writing down some stuff.
How are you doing today,
I'm
Lorraine?
good. I was just scrolling through YouTube, right, and I happened to come across this guy's channel. I can't stand that guy. Is it okay to say names?
Yeah, say your name.
No, not my name. His name. The other channel.
No, say the name.
What's his name? Donovan. Yeah, Donovan Sharp. Ugh. He is so annoying. I can't stand him. But anyway, he had this video basically where he's talking about like why black men always go for other races of women, and it's like, the same old why we're so undesirable, why we're seen as so manly. And he said something about how on dating apps we have the least approval rating or something like that. And I'm like, what approval?
No, they do. Actually, they do. I promise you they do.
Okay, hold up. One second.
Go
If
ahead, Mocha Mommy.
dating apps are 70% men, how is any woman the least preferred? You could be one-legged, one-eyed, one-horned, flying.
Yes.
If you are
It's
female,
so
you already
unrealistic.
won the game.
It's so unrealistic. But Eddie, listen, I'm so happy that I found your channel because I found Pink Pill first, and I found you through her, and like I just was just like, oh, the Level Up game has been so helpful. The hypergamy game has been so helpful because I didn't realize how low my standards still were. I thought I had better standards, but I'm like, dang, no, I need to catch up. My standards are not as high as they can be or as they should be. But I don't know. It's some real bullies out here. It's just so bullyish to me. It's just like they're not saying anything helpful. And I've already said this like on the other panels that I've been on, that I have not heard anything specific that Black women do that other women don't do. Like, I don't understand, why would there be a white manosphere because apparently white men are having problems with white women. So what is it that Black men are able to get? How are Black men getting something out of white women that white men are saying they can't even get? If white men are having a problem with submissiveness and all that. Go ahead.
They do have something. They are right about something. There is something that Black women do that other women don't do, and you know what it is? Open up their options. That's the only difference. Okay, we need to get the ball rolling, and that's why I'm so raw with my message. It needs to happen. There have been so many gurus who've been cute and nice and sweet. Oh, Jill's in the building. Shout outs to Jill. To be nice and cute and sweet, and enough is enough. Get out. These white men and Asian men are begging for Black women, begging so hard for Black women. And it's going to be
like Ryan.
Get them while you can. I mean, I have white men on my panels and Asian. Y'all, so Ashley, tell them about.
I want you to bring an Asian man on the panel.
Can we bring Ryan?
Them Asian men are always on my panel. I'm always on my Clubhouse. And just trying to love up on Black women. You know how many messages I get from people that are saying, "Oh, I got me an Asian man to message me because of your panels because he's saying that he loves the Black women." Child, y'all better get him.
Yeah, sure.
Does he
While
have money?
they,
Huh?
Is he rich?
They all
Yeah.
rich.
You're right.
Okay,
You're
great.
right.
well,
But
not,
black
do
men
not
ain't
get
beat
the
beat
Asians
over the
that
head.
act
Black
like
women ain't
black
kept
men,
never.
because I've seen those type of Asians that act like black men. Just stay away from those type of
No.
Asians.
Ain't nobody getting no
No.
what you call it, ablation. I don't want no. I don't want no
Ablation.
that has to deal with
That's what I
anything
used to
that's
call him too.
identified. I am not getting none of that. So y'all could listen. I got my Asian, and I'm gonna tell you, he loves me the hell out of me. So I'm gonna keep him, and that's it.
Yeah, those are
But let me
litigation
tell y'all
battles.
something. I just had an Asian guy slide in my DM.
Only time they act like black men.
I
Huh?
would say some of them are like that. They're how would I say that? Like they're into how would I describe it? Eddie, how do I describe it? When they do act like black men, like they're more black men identified, if that makes any
Black
sense.
male identified,
Black
yeah.
I don't
funny.
like that. Give me the nerdy one. Give me the nerdy rich one.
Oh yeah, that means they're from
Because
black.
they're acting. They're acting. And see, you're turned off by the fact that they're acting. So just now, times that by 9 if you are a woman that's acting with a man. You see how you don't like when someone is acting? You're turned off already.
But you know what?
So
I could say the reason why, a lot of women go for those types of men because they find them more attractive because they act like men who they used to, who they already used to. I'm not listen, and I'm gonna tell you something. Some of them Blasian men are cute as fuck because they know how to dress but if you can't pay, you can't date. Hey Amber, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing well. I'm just like really enjoying the conversation. So I'm just gonna sit and listen and pop in every once in a while if that's okay.
Yeah, of course. Let's open panel. We just having a little locker room, girl chat. Let's pretend we at the
Yes.
table having some wine, even though.
Eddie, I'm gonna join back with my computer.
Go ahead.
Okay, I have a question for you ladies. Like, so many of you guys are so talented and professional, and why are you not parlaying that into getting dates?
I honestly think that when it comes to at our age, I feel like we're in a really weird space where some of our moms didn't know how to transfer their feminine energy onto us. So it's just we realize that we need to change, but we don't have somebody who's immediately in our lives who has that feminine energy, who we know that we can trust, that's able to really give us the ropes. So even though we know that we have skills, we don't know how to branch that over to other people properly because we don't know how to use our feminine energy in the right way at our age.
I think that
okay.
dating for Black women in America is especially hard. It doesn't matter how beautiful you are, how professional you are. It's something specific about dating and being in America as a Black woman that is somewhat, in my
Uh-oh.
She fell off.
Yeah, isn't me or YouTube has a weird problem, like a glitch problem or something?
I want to say this,
Did
but
it kick her?
yeah, but I don't feel like so. I'm going to also say this: a lot of men who are of caliber, high caliber, they don't date to date. They're in for the kill. They're in for the babies. They're in for marriage, and I think that a lot of women are not taught to date like that. I think they're taught to
Yeah.
be in relationships for 6 years without a ring. So. I So I think
Exactly, Eddie.
that's a huge problem. And I think that when it comes down to speaking to what do you call it? When it comes to speaking to other groups of men, Black women don't understand or it's a little scary when men kind of say certain things or because they're just like what do you mean marriage or what do you mean meet your parents or what do you mean all this other stuff because they're not used to
Speak.
that
Yes.
that mindset in men and that's the type of men you want. I think that's beautiful. I think that's beautiful that I only know my man for a few months and he's already speaking to me about meeting his parents. This is why I'm going to create something that's talking about Black women in luxury because I want Black women to understand that they're supposed to be spoiled, and I want to make men treating y'all good, and you spoiling a luxury. Bring luxury back to Black women, and when I mean luxury, I mean even the way men speak to you. That needs to be an. I don't know. Am I making sense?
You're making
Yes, you're
perfect
making
sense.
sense,
You're
baby.
making
I
perfect
think
sense.
it's
Because
idealistic. In the perfect world, sorry, I don't know how I got kicked off, but in a perfect world, I think that's what it would be. But realistically, in America, that's not how stuff is set up. It's not set up for
No,
us to
but
be
no,
pillow
but see,
princess.
no.
If
But see, what
London
it
can
is,
do
you're
it, why
saying.
can't we?
But no, but see, the thing is, everybody keeps saying, oh, but because what mom done and what we're not used to in the community, or because of America, or because of black, we can't
Right.
keep deflecting. It comes a time, I don't care where you come from, I don't care what community you come from, I don't care what your ethnic group, it doesn't matter. There comes a time when we have to stop saying, well, this is what they did, this is what they do, this is what they fed me, this is all they gave me. It comes a time that even if you're in school and you can get all the education that you could possibly get in school, but when it's time for you to go and you take all that education, you have to put it to good use. You can't say, well, if you fail, well, it's because of what that university taught me. No, when you go to your internship, you have to try to take all of what you knew and what they're giving you the tools at your internship, and you have
Absolutely.
to make it work for you.
For you,
You can't keep
absolutely.
saying
And
what this
my
person done and
advice,
that person done, with mom,
of
dad,
course,
and
but
he and
who's
she
saying
and
that?
they. When
I
you
do
hit the
want to
age of
add a
18,
little bit of
you
perspective to
can't
this,
keep
though,
living in the
if I
past.
could.
And even
Oh,
if
of
the
course
past
not.
hurts
Listen, but
you,
my
that's
thing is,
life.
my
Because
thing
to
is,
this
and what I
day,
always
I still have a
advocate.
hard time at the age of 48. I still just had a mental breakdown today. Not to the point of wanting to kill myself, but I still cry and I still moan and groan because of
That's
your
life.
mother not loving you and not wanting you and compete with you and talking
Yeah.
about you and trying to sleep with two of your fiancés and all of that after you loved her way more than you loved yourself. It is not natural. But at the end of the day, I cannot keep saying, I cannot do this for me and I won't win because of her. I
No,
can't
that's
succeed
not.
because of
That's
him
but
and
that's
her. And
not what
I
I'm
stand
saying.
for
Hold on,
my
wait.
That's
Fire
not
first
what I'm
me.
granddaughter and
saying,
my
though.
community. And
Like
it comes a
but
time
that's not what I'm
when we have
saying.
to
Hold on,
That's
stop
wait.
not what
Hold
I'm
on, wait.
saying,
saying. I'm not saying
oh,
that you should be a victim to your
I'm saying
circumstance.
we can't keep doing
You
that.
can't.
Stop
You
pointing our
can't. You
fingers and start
cannot.
saying
My
it's.
point was,
Hold on, wait a second. Can everyone mute
yeah,
their mics? There's something in the background that's like trickling.
I
Um,
can hear that too.
so if you're not speaking, just mute your mic. So it's something Adriana, how are you? I see that you're on a panel.
Yes, hi. I just wanted to give a little bit more perspective to what was being said when we were talking about Generation Z and how they're a little off with the femininity thing and things. Although we can't blame it, we have to remember that Generation Z has been indoctrinated since they've been able to watch television and consume media, that femininity is not a good thing. We've seen many television shows where women are being portrayed as very masculine. They can do everything that the men can do, and that's not a bad thing. But at the expense of tapping into their femininity, it's proven detrimental for some of these women. And to go with that, they don't even know that to look for their femininity, to ask questions about their femininity is a good thing. So that's why I think it's important for these channels, talking about femininity and hypergamy to come about, because it says to these girls, oh, wait a minute, there's another way of thinking. I've always thought that I was more feminine, but never have felt open to express that. But now I can. Now I can learn how. I don't have to be subject to the media. And now I can, like Mocha Mami was saying, I don't have to be a victim. I don't have to be indoctrinated. Now I can take things into my own hands and find my way of life.
Thank you. Amber, was that you? I'm sorry. Thank you so much for bringing that point of view, Adriana. Amber, you can go ahead, because I thought that I didn't. Can y'all hear me still?
Yes.
Yes, I can hear you.
Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. So I didn't want it to get misconstrued what I was trying to say. I tend to be very realistic, right? So like in a perfect world, everything would be roses and wonderful for Black women, right? But realistically, right, the way we are portrayed, the way that we are viewed, it sucks. It sucks. And that's why it's amazing that we have women like ourselves who are doing what we can every day to change that narrative and to create a new reality for ourselves. But there are going to be many roadblocks along the way. Doesn't mean you blame people, doesn't mean you play victim, right? But what I was also going to say, and just a different, because I know that we were talking about like men in the UK and stuff. I'm 30, and I find that younger millennials and maybe even Gen Z, I think that we kind of put all of our eggs in one basket when it comes to like feeling like we have to date men who are American, or that we have to, you know what I mean? Even if you're dating non-Black men, when they're American, there's a certain type of mindset that comes with it that can be an absolute turnoff. So I've been traveling for the past 5 years, and I found that dating abroad for me is 10 times easier than dating in the US, and how Black women are viewed and the life that we can actually create for ourselves and the narrative that we can write for ourselves abroad is very different than what's been happening in the US. So my push, if Black women are interested in this, is to definitely get your passport, and is to definitely travel as much as possible. It doesn't mean you have to live there or you have to marry out there, but it really gives you a sense of like purpose of who you are and who you could be outside of the very restricting walls that are the US. That was my point. That's all.
I can sort of see.
I'm sorry. I'm Generation Z.
Hello.
So huh?
Hello.
Hi. I was, born in late 80s. So most of us were born to baby boomers or people in Generation X. So we were, it happened to us the same way, where we were, we weren't taught our femininity at all either, and we're kind of pushing that onto the next generation as well. But I think with some of the women in my generation were trying to fix that, because that's very toxic.
Yeah.
And for our little girls, because we want our little girls to be able to find a husband, and it doesn't matter what race he is, because our femininity was taken away from us for like decades now. And
I agree.
as Black women, we weren't able to get that back, because we always worked in the fields with the husbands.
Yes.
We couldn't rest in our femininity.
Exactly.
We were robbed of that. So now, looking forward, we as the current generation, we're trying to fix all that, so you guys are able to get that feminine experience. It's not perfect. However, we're trying to, do the best we can, so you guys can, get to be able to be feminine and be able to feel comfortable in your femininity.
Yeah, and it's going to be. It's perfectly imperfect, just like the Caucasian gentleman earlier that was on the video. What he valued, that not just appreciated, but he valued about Black women as opposed to white women. And not to knock white women, but this is his comparison.
Kiss
What he valued
Can I say something?
was, yeah, of course.
Yeah, I also think that, and I'm gonna just say this. So I think that a lot of Black women have a standard of femininity, thinking that their femininity is the same as white women. Black women are very feminine, right? And they have their own sense of femininity. So when you are talking about your feminine energy and that you lost it, girl, you can't lose your feminine energy. Now it's how you use it, and we really have to stop comparing
Yes.
the femininity again towards white women and thinking a man can everyone mute their mics for a second? I'm sorry. Stop holding your femininity or letting a man tell you what how you are as a woman or how feminine you are. A man can't tell you about femininity. If you ask any man what is femininity, he will not give you a real definition because he does not know what a woman's femininity is supposed to be. So I think a lot of the times black women specifically, and don't get mad at me, y'all, and I know I don't have to do that here, but I'm sorry, I'm used to making so many disclaimers on Clubhouse. I'm going crazy. But like black women specifically carry their standards based off what their men tell them, and that needs to stop. Black women are very feminine. That's why other groups of men are attracted to you. It's not that they're not attracted to you. It's that they feel that you're not attracted to them. We know historically black women have been loyal only to black men. Now, when it comes down to finding a balance to your femininity, right? I also have to we have to challenge ourselves and the self improvement and our journey, right? So we have these femininity channels and that we've been watching for 10 years. So is the femininity channels not telling y'all the right things to do, or are you not doing what the femininity channels are telling you to do? So we really have to either question the content that we are watching or question ourselves if we are actually if we are actually doing what the femininity channels are supposed to. And I'm gonna tell you, I know there's a lot of fake gurus out there. I told y'all already that before, but I do know that there's a lot of gurus out there who are telling y'all to do the right things, and a lot of women who are refusing to do so. Now, how I know that is because those channels are not big enough as they're supposed to be. But people like Kevin Samuels is able to educate black women on femininity. The experience that I think too many black women, are looking for validation from a black man. You're never going to get it. You're never going to get full
Never.
validation because he is a man. He will never know you fully as a woman. Stop going to these men and listen to what women are saying. And even if that feedback is a little harsh, listen to it, because you have white women and other groups of women able to listen to these black femininity coaches and get millionaires. So how the hell you not?
I like to clear something up.
Go ahead, Mocha. Hold on, let Mocha Mommy go first because she did say that she want to go in the queue.
All right.
Okay, so here's the thing. I agree with you 100%, Eddie, that this whole femininity thing is a little bit overrated. I mean, Diamond Princess, you specifically, I'm calling you out right here. The part of the country you were talking about going to, you already been won just because you were female. 7-1 would have been your ratio. 7-1. And you could have did it with a pair of cowboy boots and a flannel shirt, okay? And could have been wearing a pair of diamond earrings because that's how they want their wives to dress. You could have already won just by playing that ratio. You didn't need no femininity. You didn't need any course. All you needed to do was get on a plane and go. That's it. Because you would have already been winning. And those are you ladies who are sports fans. Those are you ladies who are athletic. These are spaces that are male dominated. You don't have to be in your high heel shoes knowing how to walk in stilettos if you know the deal with what was going on with the Super Bowl. You guys don't need all of this extra stuff. You don't need all these extra courses. Now, again, if it's about professional development and all those things like that, and you do need like help in that respect, but you guys don't need all of that. You just got to show up. And some of y'all are.
I don't know if it's just me. Mocha Mommy, you went out.
No, I'm
sorry. Where did you hear it last?
Yeah, she kept going out.
Where did you hear? Okay. Where did it leave off? I'm sorry. But I'm saying that some of you guys are not showing up. Like some of you guys are sports fans and it's a ratio that favors you and you're not showing up. Like, Diamond Princess, the part of the country you're talking about relocating, it's a 7-1 ratio. All you had to do was show up. You see what I'm saying? It's like, it's not this master's degree course you need in femininity. Show up.
She's still breaking up, but I got most of that.
Yeah, I'd like to clear up something. I got my generation wrong. I'm Generation Y. Just to clear that up, somebody in the chat
No,
room had
he's
to.
a millennial.
Somebody in the chat room had to clear that up with me. And I just, I'm Generation Y because because I'm getting the feel of the younger generation and where they coming from, and and I'm hearing, and I'm really proud of you Gen Zers, because you guys are stepping it up. You guys did something that us older women cannot do or even do when we, had that chance. But I want you guys to continue, in your femininity, because whether older women recognize it or not, you guys are winning in this game. And I'm proud of you getting away from that whole mammy trope, because that is very dangerous. That's a dangerous place to be in, because I'm gonna do a video on that one too. But I'm glad you guys are moving away from that, because you guys saw what your mothers were going through when they were, I don't know your mothers, but if you see other females that were mammying, you see, how their life ended up.
I'm
So
to disagree with you. I thought that too, but you have to understand that we're in a movement where we attract divested women. There's a lot of women who are out here still Gen Z, still mammying. I know we want to say that we see it in schools and stuff,
Absolutely.
but there's still a lot of young girls who are still using, who still are caping for black men. Now, what I will say is I do see a lot of women now protecting their wombs, but a lot of them are still a lot of them are still waiting for these black men. And you know how I can tell? Because if more Gen Zers were detracting away from black men, you will see a turn on the way black men are treating black women, right? And that's how that you would be able to test that out. And it's actually getting worse. So that means that even like just remember that we're in a circle of people, right? So we see what we're around. So if I'm only hanging around divested people, I'm only going to attract divested people, right?
I
Don't
think
go ahead. Go ahead.
absolutely agree. I absolutely agree with what Eddie's saying. And if anything, I think with Gen Z, for me, what's even scarier about Gen Z is that this is the technology age. This is the generation that grew up with cell phones, with laptops. So they absolutely know, right, just how bad the colorism, the self-hatred is. They know about like these videos that you show of these women being raped and murdered and all these horrible things that like Black men are saying and doing, boys too, on TikTok. It's awful. If anything, this is Gen Z. They know about it, right? They have that information and they still are choosing to mammy and to coddle. So to me, that's worse than, say, Gen X, right? Who didn't have information prevalent to them in that way. Also, going back to the femininity conversation, I think why it's easier for white women to do it, right? Or why it's not as easy for Black women to do it is because Black women and girls are carrying around a lot of trauma. And a lot of times you let Black women talk long enough and you just hear it spew out, just a lot of trauma and a lot of baggage. And I think that femininity will not flourish and will not grow if we don't do inner healing first. The hair can be gorgeous, the skin can be gorgeous, the body can be right, but if you are not set on the inside, which I hear a lot of insecurity a lot of times with Black women and girls, it's not going to attract anyone. Would you date you? Ask yourself that. You know what I mean? And I
I
think
would
that
date
when
me.
you do inner work, then it goes from there.
Yeah, I
yeah,
want
because I can tell you guys that I used to be around in my 20s. I suffer from low self-esteem and my image as a woman, because I thought that I wasn't good enough to be with any man, and I was trying to get what I can get, and that was the wrong way to go about it, because at the end, you know I still lose. But I just thank God that I didn't end up a baby mother. But at the end of the day, I wish I had the kind of information, because in my era, we were in the beginning of, technology. YouTube, was at its peak. We had Facebook, MySpace, all those social media outlets, and I wish I, wouldn't have the information I have now, but it doesn't matter as long as I, have the information now. I can, keep working on my femininity.
Yeah, it sounds like me and you are from the same generation, because I had the same, Facebook, MySpace, Black Planet. I was born like late 80s, early 90s, coming up. So, I mean, I do feel like there is Black women are not divesting fast enough. But I will also have to say that I feel like we are still divesting, and I see more interracial couples with Black women and other races of men than I've ever seen before in my life. I feel like 10 years ago, if you saw a Black woman with a white man or another race man, you would like remember it because it was so rare, and it was just not that common. But today there's so many. I follow a lot of them on YouTube, and not because they're interracial, just because I like them as couples and stuff like that. But I think that it's picking up steam, and I think it's picking up speed. And I also think that's why the manosphere, especially the Black manosphere, seems like they're getting angrier, because I just think that they're getting angrier and angrier and crazier and crazier. And it's the whole reason why they were all rejoicing over the whole Chad Wheeler situation, because
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I'm getting stalked by these, manosphere, these stalkers, because I go on, other hypergamy channels, and I usually comment, under the videos, under the topics, and I will get their comments underneath, just being hateful, or just being jealous. I'm like, dude, like, I wasn't even, referring to you, but these men, when they see that these women are looking the other way, they're trying to revert you back onto them, and it's not working because they're going about it the wrong way.
Ren, the reason why they're not they're angry is because channels like myself and others, we're ignoring them, and that's what we should continue to keep doing, is ignore them. When they comment under my pictures, I don't say anything, because we're not in the same caliber. We're not on the same team. But the work still needs to get done. I really think a lot of hypergamy and femininity channels really gave a lot of those spaces too much attention. Like, there's no reason why a person, like, I'm not going to name any names, but any people should be, and it's still, what kills me to this day, and I'm not trying to be funny, but like, I still see, even after all the shit that manosphere people did to these channels, they still be teaming up with them. And I have to question the some of these channels that and I'm not trying to say I'm the best, or I'm trying to like take over, or that I know better, because I can't tell Black women what to do. But I have to question, if you're teaming up with a person who disrespects Black women to help Black women, and a lot of people have been telling, I'm not gonna say it.
I don't even know who you're referring to. I haven't seen any team ups like that yet.
No. I'm just because I watch I'm a shadow watcher.
Okay.
I watch. I'm around. I'm in every room. I'm in every. I got other accounts. I need to see how people move. And like, I can't believe this. And when like I said before, I almost question a lot of the times when people say things like they've been watching content for years and they haven't got shit out of it. And I see these same people teaming up with people who they're not supposed to be with, Black women. So what's the agenda here?
Yeah. I mean, I just found the manosphere like recently, and I'm super late to the hypergamy game. Like, literally, I'm like really, really late to that. But I mean, I've always had, I've never really had as much loyalty to Black men as I feel like other Black women have.
Neither have I.
Yeah. In my neighborhood, we were swirling before that was the word for it. My school was half Puerto Rican. We had a lot of Asians. the school down the way was mostly white, so it wasn't we was all swirling, but you know, we didn't call it that. And I don't understand why Black men think, I don't know, because I feel like there's a generation of Black women that don't have that mindset that white women don't belong with Black men. Like there's Black women out here that don't care about that and don't have this idea that, you know, of this feeling of betrayal. But
Yeah, they do though. But with the people, the thing is, they're trying to pretend like Black women who have divested have that ideology. It's really the women who they call pygmishas who have that ideology, and they use this movement to get Black men back in. So they say, "Hey, Black man, look at me. If you don't look at me, I'm gonna divest. I'm gonna divest. I'm gonna divest." And it's not the same, because my mama don't any of my. No, I've never heard any Black women around me care about what a Black man is doing.
Yeah,
but
same.
I have seen a lot of Black women in videos and stuff complain about Black men dating white women. I mean, shout outs to you. I mean, love is love.
Yeah. I was going to say that about that Chad Wheeler situation. I feel like Black men was rejoicing and was so happy with that, because as much as Black men complain about Black women, I do not think they want to see that. They do not want to see that. They'll probably never admit it. They do not want to see that.
They do. They want to see that. That's the thing. They want white men to beat your ass.
They do, because they want you to come back home.
No. I mean, they don't want to see you swirl. They wanted, that video was supposed to be that was their last Jedi, their last hope to close the door on swirling.
Well, I mean, I want to see you swirl. I want to see you swirl and then have such low self-esteem that you end up coming with your tail between your legs,
crawling back. Yes,
exactly.
And you know why? I saw this Kevin Samuels video. Remember, he did this video on Gabby Sidibe and her getting engaged to a white guy, and the whole entire I didn't even watch the whole thing. I couldn't, but the whole entire like feel of the video was, okay, Black women, if you want to date out, this is your option. This is the only thing you have. So you better get it together, or else this is going to be what you're stuck with.
Can I?
And I'm like, why does he think he can tell Black women what kind of white man she can date? It's not up to you. That's the kind of white man she got. But Black women can date any kind of white man.
He's trash. But can I ask you a question? And this can apply to anyone who continues to click on his channel. Why do you click on his channel? It's I genuinely want to know, when you know someone hates you, when your phenotype disgusts them, right? When it's their mission to ruin your image and likeness for the world to see, what makes you want to click on these videos and hear what anyone like that has to say about you? Genuine question.
Yeah. Well, I can like let you know, because I am a Manny in repair. So when I was actually watching Kevin Samuels just before he blew up completely. Like, I'm talking about like maybe May, June kind of in 2020. Yeah. And so before I kind of had a whole huge thing happen to me, like it happens to all of us, where I just realized Black men they're not here for me. I went to his channel because at that point in time, I didn't realize that I had so much damage done to my self-esteem, my sense of self-image. I came to other men to look for answers about what a woman is. And a man can't tell a woman how to be a woman. Like a woman can't tell a man how to be a man. You know what I mean? And so when I was hearing him, I have my own afflictions that I have to go through in terms of like how I view my mom and like the position that she plays, because she is also very mammy-ish. And I saw her in her masculine all the time, stressed out, like telling me that you have to go. And I was an only child, you know, like I didn't have like the whole choosy, like I favor my son, but I don't like my daughter kind of thing. But I still felt that pressure on me. And so I never learned how to fully appreciate myself and appreciate my femininity and like me becoming a woman and being able to enjoy that. And Kevin Samuels was like presenting himself in a way where I didn't know what a real man was, because I didn't have a real man in my life.
The suit fooled you?
What fooled me was that the way that he was speaking. I don't know if people know this about Kevin Samuels' background, but he used to be a salesman for years.
Oh,
And
Jesus.
so, yeah. So, like, the way that he speaks is not necessarily, he may be very much aware that, like, what he's saying is not, not all of it's true at all. But, like, he has practiced and honed his skills to the point where, like, he's really able to sell an idea to somebody. Like, that's his background. And so when that, like, happened, I saw that he was a Black man in a saying, I want to get better and I also want Black unity. And at that point in time, I didn't really do the math in my head about what Black unity would look like for my daughter if I had a Black daughter and how she'd be suffering through the same thing. Like, I saw that and I was like, okay, let me go and, like, listen to him. And seeing that, I was like, oh, like, he's really helping me build myself up as a woman. And it wasn't until months later where I saw myself in the exact same position, except worse off. I'm telling you, every day I was, like, crying about myself and having all these negative, like, thoughts in my head. And it was just to the point where, like, even though I wasn't, like, feeling like my self-esteem was really low before, he made it even lower to the point where it was affecting my life. And I was like, this is not a man that is helping me. I can see it in the results in my life because I tried to apply what he had said, and what I was attracting were people who were using me. And then it really showed me the kind of mentality that a lot of these men end up having. Even a lot of them that are trying to help, they're so involved in themselves.
Can I
Like,
say
they don't
something? I
know
think
what it
you
means to
touched
be
on
a man. They're so
something
involved in
profound.
themselves that they don't realize, or no, they do realize it. They're just so selfish
Yes.
that they don't
Can I say
care.
something? I want to add something to
So
what you
Hold
said.
on, wait. Is that H? Who's?
Yes, it's me. You
Sorry,
touched on
your
something so
it's
profound, and I just want to
your mic
share
is
what
really
you said.
low.
I don't think
Yeah,
you
I can
realized
barely
it,
hear.
but I want to tell you what you realized.
Adriana,
Yes.
your mic is really low.
Oh, hold
Try
on.
to
Let me turn it up.
raise it up on your
Sorry.
phone.
Can you hear me now?
Before you go, Adriana, I just want to say this. Because before I forget, so for the persons who said that Black men care about, what Black women are doing because they want y'all back, no, Black men are trying to keep that from, because it's a competition. They're competing with you. So if you get more white men than they get white women, that's how they're seeing it. So they're like they have to put you back down.
Exactly.
Because Black men compete with women. They don't compete with men.
Exactly.
Yes.
And I want
Go ahead, Adriana.
that was going on. You said that when you apply the things that he said for you to do, you said the people you were attracting were people who wanted to use you. We just, pretend like we know exactly what they wanted from you. Now, therein lies the actual target audience he's trying to help. It's not you. He's trying to get you to lower yourself to help his male target audience. So you and other women, like you that bought into, his thing. I'm very unfortunate. Unfortunately, I'm very sorry that you went through that. But that is the target audience he's trying to help. He's trying to provide women for those men who come to him looking to, take the red pill or whatever, or in the manosphere and something like that. So there it is, laid out front and center. Don't believe men's words, believe their actions.
Right. And I think, just like to add on to going back to what Eddie was saying, I just in general, his name keeps on coming up and it makes my skin crawl. I don't even say his name. I don't reference him for anything. Right. So this whole like resting in your femininity, we cannot do that if we are like exposing ourselves to people like that and trauma like that. Even if we're past it, even if we know he's trash, don't even click on his videos. That alone shows how much work we have to do, that we would even look to him to give an opinion on anything, the weather, my shoes. It doesn't matter. I wouldn't click on him for anything. So like the fact that he's being referenced, right? We could be talking about anything, but his name keeps on coming up. It shows that we have a very long way to go. I personally think that Black women are addicted to trauma. I think we're addicted to pain. If it hurts, if it's humiliating, that's what we go to. And we feed off of it. It's very sick. It's very sick.
That's another chat.
Yeah, but that's a chat that needs to happen amongst only Black women.
I agree.
That needs to be Black women elders speaking about the traumas that they've been through and telling Black women that they can no longer do that, and tell them and I honestly think Black women are not us hard on Black women when it comes down to these things. They hard on other things that they really shouldn't be on. But when it comes down to these other things, Black women should really be hard. Like, you know how Mocha Mama came up here and said, no. You need to fly out. You need to get your education. And as a community, we don't do that for each other. Let me just read this last one because I'm about to get out of here. If the topic is why do Black women do better with white men, why do we always have to bring up Black men? If white men are better, they should just be the only reason why you want them. Guess what? You know why? Because we're Black, so we can talk about Black men. And if you don't want us to talk about it, you do better. Get the hell out of here. If these Black women didn't have stories, if Black men didn't give us stories to talk about, we would not be speaking on them. So we can speak with everyone. I'm tired of putting out disclaimers. Oh, Black. No. You know why other groups of women are not talking about their men? Because their men do better. So I'm finna head out on Clubhouse because they already messaging me. If y'all don't have my Clubhouse, I'm gonna put it in the chat. Let me see if I can even. Yeah, I'm getting old because I don't know how to use none of these social media, and I'm to be acting as old. I don't know how to use this.
Is Clubhouse an app? Because I don't have Clubhouse.
Yeah, are you in the Discord?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, but you're never there though. She's never there.
Oh yeah.
I never see her. Where you be at?
I'm focusing on school. I'm focusing on other things. Like I have a life out of social media.
Hey, Eddie.
Hey.
Hi. Can I please get a link to the Discord?
Yeah, you just email me and I'll send the links out right now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I don't even know what the Discord is.
Just email me at eddieadheem@gmail.com.
Okay.
I'm about to log off, but I just wanted to say something else just to follow up on like my whole KS experience and everything. Like after that happened, I stopped watching him. Like the only time that I hear him anymore is like other YouTube creators who are in like the feminine space who bring him up. And that has done wonders for me, women. Like I'm telling you, when it comes to me just understanding who I am and moving forward in my life and going in the direction that I want to go, not subscribing or watching or anything, just completely blocking him away has really helped me in just being able to focus on who I am and become the person that I want to be. So like I really was addicted to trauma, and I still like there's still bits of me that like that isn't fixing that. But like don't watch him. Like just
hold on, London.
Just don't watch it.
Okay. Hey y'all, he ended his YouTube right now.
Sorry guys. Yeah. I love y'all so much. I'm back. I'm excited. Who the hell is calling me? You know what? My boyfriend always calls me at the weirdest times. The weirdest times. Like it's like he's always only calls me when I'm in a damn when I'm on a damn call or something. But I'll talk to y'all later. Bye y'all.
Bye.
Bye.